Hi, this is Dan Morgan from Beyond 20, and today we're going to take a look at applying an mApp in Cherwell Service Management. Now, this procedure will work the same regardless of the mApp that you're trying to apply. So the first thing you need to do is log into the admin tool with rights to run the admin tool, and then I'm going to go to my mApp under Pick a Category, and then apply an mApp. Now I'm doing this in Cherwell version 8, so we've got a new interface here that looks a little bit flatter than versions before, 7.6.5 and so forth. So I'm going to click Apply an mApp, and then navigate to where you saved that mApp. In my case, I'm going to install the Jira integration map, so I'm just going to double click on that mApp. That's going to open up in Cherwell Service Management, and it's going to give you a little explanation of what this mApp should do, who's created it, and so forth. So now it is just a wizard, so I'm going to click Next. And now I've got a license that I need to say that I agree to. So I'm going to say, yes, I accept the terms. Click on Next. And then my first question here is, how should that merge process be handled? So I've got three choices. The first one is ask me about every decision. So if there are any decision gates in here as to if something should be overwritten or created new, Cherwell can ask you every single thing. The second option is make reasonable decisions for me, but ask if it's unsure. So there is logic built into the mApp where it looks and sees if something exists already and you're about to overwrite it. So that will tell you, hey, that form exists, or this expression exists, or this relationship exists. I need to overwrite that or recreate that. Should I do it? And then the last choice is don't ask unless absolutely necessary. So we're usually safe choosing that middle one. I'm going to click on Next. And now it's going to walk me through and give me kind of a graphical representation or a table of the different things that it's going to build. So the first one here is it's going to create children records or child records for the incident. So this is kind of telling me what it's going to do. So that first option is the Jira ID. So treat as new, no match. That means it can't find something that has that same name. So it assumes it's new. So it's just going to create that for us. If it finds something that exists, like there is an index already for the barcode field, it's going to overwrite that index. So all these indexes, all these fields, if I scroll down here, and I've got a couple of relationships too. So it's going to create two brand new relationships. It says treat as new. So incident links, the default Jira issue type, and incident links specific Jira issue type. Now if I click Next, there's another object it's going to interact with, and that's the problem record. So same thing, it gives me an indication of if this is a new item, like the Jira ID, so it's going to treat it as new. It's not finding any match, so it's just going to inject that new ID field. So I'm going to go ahead and click Next here. Now it does give you the option at the very end to see everything it's going to do. So it kind of gives you a summary window of all the changes that it's going to try to apply. If it's a new item it's going to create, if it's touching an existing item, so in this case it's touching incident, journal, and problem. And if I scroll down, it's actually giving me a new theme, or actually it's not changing that one. It's going to try to use that default professional gray theme that exists in Cherwell already. I'm going to click Next again. And now I've got two choices here. I can just go ahead and attempt to publish this thing directly, or open a blueprint so I can preview the changes. I always like to choose the first one, and the reason for that is if you open a blueprint, it behaves like any other blueprint, meaning when I publish that, I'm going to get a rollback. So that if I do, for some reason, not like the changes that this particular mApp put in, I can always open the rollback file, and I'm back to where I was before I tried to apply the mApp. So I'm going to choose Open a Blueprint. I'll click Finish here. Now it's going to prepare that merge. It's going to prepare the blueprint for me, and now it's going to open up that blueprint. And then I can see what it's touched. So I can see here it's touched incident because I've got a little pencil, and actually it's added a new asterisk in version 8, so that's another visual indicator that this particular object has been touched. And it's touching problem as well. If I go to supporting object, like we saw in the summary, it was going to be touching journal. So it's actually adding a brand new journal type called Integrations Audit. And if I scroll down, It's not touching any of those other objects. If I go to lookups, scroll through, I've got 2 new lookups. It is creating JIRA issue type and JIRA project. So now I could go ahead and publish this blueprint. I do want it to create my rollback. I'm going to click publish here, and I'm going to name this. So I'm just going to call it JIRA integration. And then it'll take a few moments to walk through and do the publish. This is a fairly small demo out of the box V8 database, so it should be very quick here. So now it's just scanning all of the business objects. When it's done there, it's actually going to apply the changes. Scanning all the forms. Scanning my grids, arrangements. No errors found. So now it's going to go ahead and collect the instructions for the publish. Writing to my Trebuchet publish log. Updating my definitions and rebuilding my full text catalog at the end. And now we're done. Blueprint has been published, no errors. So now those new items are in Cherwell. So that's a quick overview of applying an mApp in Cherwell Service Management.